guys, this is video 1 of week 2. So we are on page 25, and that is finishing up the third position exercises that we've been doing from last week. And you'll notice that 103 is its own page. It has a little green box that talks about when you're shifting the guide or transport finger. Would be the finger that you are you're releasing the weight. So we talked last week about releasing your thumb on the shift, or at least I think I did. I hope I did. You want to make sure you release your thumb, but you also need to release the weight in the fingers so that you can go really fast. So just think about like really light on your shift so that you're not stuck. And if you get stuck and you're squeezing, you're going to hear all of the notes between the first note and the last note. So you want to make sure that you are being nice and light and trying to get to the note quickly. And you can do that almost as like think very light on your feet, but it's light on your fingertips. All right, so we're going to do 103 at 2 tempos. The first one is at 72. I'm going to come over here and turn on my metronome here. All right, ready to play with me? 1, 2, ready, go. Remember that the first 2 measures and the next 2 measures are supposed to sound the same regardless of where or when you're shifting. So just make sure that you try to make it sound the same. All right, let's do our faster tempo, which is 92. Remember that there's a lot of tempos. There's a lot of beats between 72 and 92, 20 of them to be exact. So feel free to practice it working your way up to 92, unless you get through this one with me right now and you're like, hey, that's super easy. Then you can keep going and pushing the tempo to really get your shifts fast. But it's really important that you have clean, clear shifts, and then we can build up the speed. All right, here is at 92, number 103. One, two, ready, and. this one, and what I want to tell you guys is that I actually had a lesson with bass guy Andy, and he has, I think, some availabilities in his private studio if you're not already with a teacher. So check into that. And then, but I had he gave a bunch of teachers, I shouldn't say a bunch, a handful of teachers, some lessons. And so he helped me remember that things that I know on cello but are amplified on the bass because the bass is bigger. So as our left hand goes towards the bridge, so these shifts, we also need to make sure our bow is going closer to the bridge. So you're shifting with two hands. He said to me that shifting is a two-handed sport. The other thing he talked to me about was that your bow, when you're in the sweet spot, like on open string or maybe first position, your bow is going to be as flat hairs as possible. And then you can see my wrist. So my wrist is up a little bit higher, and then you're going to straighten your wrist, and it's going to naturally push the bow down, but it's also going to have fewer hairs on the string, and that's going to get you a sweeter sound than playing with full hairs. And so think about that even when you're just going into this third position versus first position. Just a little straighter wrist, and that will get your bow a little bit closer to the bridge and also fewer hairs. And then of course, and all the other awesome things, if you're having trouble getting a good sound, it's because your bow needs to tilt and push towards the bridge. So remember, think flat hairs here, start to drop the wrist, and it will naturally push without you doing anything else with your upper arm. And if you need to, because you will when you get to like harmonic, you do need to get a little closer to the bridge. So you'll need to straighten your elbow out a little bit to get down there, okay? All right. I hope to have more lessons from bass guy Andy so that he can help me be more awesomer at the bass. And that way I can help you guys be more awesomer at the bass. So that was video 1. Can't wait for video 2. Bye.